he's still in the Haight. He actually lost his position on the board of the clinic he founded before my book came out, about 5 years before, because he was embezzling from it. And he never got criminally charged, but the board sued him in court. They got some of the money back, and he was banned. He wasn't even allowed on the property. And that was his whole identity. So, who knows? That's the hardest thing about a book like this. You meet people, and I spent a lot of time with him, probably 3 or 4 sit-down interviews at his house in the clinic with him in the early 2000s, lots of phone calls, and you end up liking these people, and you're like, could they have been this full of malice? Could they have been that evil? And can they lie to me, And then I would find out that they were lying to me. When my book came out, I learned that David Smith and Roger Smith were considering filing a lawsuit against myself and the publisher. I knew they wouldn't, because there's something called discovery, and everything I have is backed up and vetted by, they did an incredible fact check.
I was never involved in any, it was Roger that was more offended by Tom. I guess what's happened is his focus was on Roger. Right. And then there was some stuff said about me that seems to have gotten blown out of proportion. Where did you see that I was accused by him of embezzlement?
That was also in the Rick Rubin interview.
Oh my God.
He had been talking about you embezzling, and that's why you had left the clinic.
Oh, that's so untrue. Carl Gilbert embezzled the clinic. Yeah, when he came over here to talk with me, he apologized for that. He said he never intended that. In fact, he even denied saying it. He knew that it was Carl Gill that embezzled the clinic. Where that's set up, because of the embezzlement, the board brought in a new CEO that mismanaged the clinic and almost drove it into bankruptcy.
When he came to apologize to you, is that the picture that he put out, that he said that you sat down for an intensive interview or whatever?
Yeah. What did he say about that time that he came over?
He said, David Smith and, as he calls me, Troublemaker O'Neill, thanks for welcoming me back into your beautiful home in the Haight for the first time in more than 20 years for a frank and no-holds-barred conversation about chaos, my allegations, and your upcoming memoir, which I can't wait to read. Stay tuned for more, but I'm guessing you're going to hear it from David first.
So he didn't say anything about what we talked about, huh?
No, that's all he put, and then a picture of you two, and circled the book Chaos in the picture.
It's just so wrong. God, it's a painful night. I was almost done, and in it I was very specific that it was Carl Gill that embezzled. He went to jail, and there was an issue of the size of a donation I had made to the clinic. That's what got into the legal issue. It had nothing to do with embezzlement. I wasn't even involved in the financial side. And that brought in John Ekstrom, and he almost drove the clinic into bankruptcy, and then that big merge with HR 360. And the Haight Ashbury Clinic Medical Services still is part of HR 360.
Right.
And